I just need a break, a real break. Not a quick nap or a few stolen moments of quiet. I need time to breathe, to exist without feeling like I'm being pulled in 1,000 directions. Every day, it's work, housework, errands, making sure everyone else is okay. And I do it because that's what I always do. But I'm drowning in it. No one stops to ask if I'm okay. No one sees how much I'm struggling. I keep pushing, keep holding it together, but I can feel myself cracking. I don't want to crash. I don't want to burn out. I just need someone to understand.
Hey, it's your girl Need to Be Watching, back with another video. Let's get into what is being burnt out, especially when a lot of times people think you mean you're trying to be lazy. Rest is always essential, okay? And a lot of us are burnt out. So I have a couple of videos, and then I'm going to say my commentary for last. So let's check out these videos.
Now, I'll tell you, one of the greatest things that we learned about burnout in our research over the last 3 years on this topic was burnout was not a skill deficit. It wasn't that people didn't know they needed to take breaks or to delegate. Burnout was very much the curse of the strong. Burnout is the curse of the strong. It's people who say, you know what, I'm going to do it myself because it's easier than explaining to somebody else. And they just keep carrying and giving, or they're going through it, but they don't want to be a burden to anyone, so they just suffer in silence. So we have to really rally around our colleagues and our teammates who are experiencing burnout, because they're really the best of us. Because this is one of the other things that we found. If you don't care, you don't burn out.
If it's one thing we can learn from this case of Kita Cole, owner and founder of the QC Kitchen, is that we need to rest. Listen, if you don't hear, Black woman especially, Black woman, rest. And I'm not saying take a break from working outside at your job, etc., and continue working at home. Or don't do anything at home but be out partying and just rest. The real rest. The quiet rest. That grounding. That I need to take a nap. That I'm booking a massage. Rest. Kita was doing that silent cry for help. That silent cry that a lot of us Black women do, that does not look like a call for help. That one. One thing I've learned, thanks God and thank you therapy, is that hyper independence is a trauma response. Delegate. Hire the help. You don't have to do everything yourself. No, you don't. You don't have to do everything yourself. Ask for help. It does not make you look weak. Any of that. It's best to ask for help than to go to bed and don't wake up. That's what happened to Kita. Rest in peace, and our sentiment is with the family. A young woman, successful businesswoman. Exhaustion is a real thing. The signs of exhaustion are a real thing. If you're feeling exhausted, rest. Burnt out symptoms are real. Follow the symptoms. Follow your body. Listen to your body. It speaks to you. Please, Black woman, rest.
All right, so let's get into it. Again, there is noise in the background because I'm at the park and they're working, which I ain't mad at. Get your money. But anyway, so you're not lazy, you're burnt out. To be lazy is to just not care. You have no inspiration. You don't want to do anything. But to feel burnt out is from caring too much, from trying to handle so many things in a little bit of time, and trying to meet your small goals, your large goals, and just trying to help people, trying to be there for people. And let's be honest, a lot of us, especially myself, I've been working since I was 13, 14. I'm from the generation that couldn't wait to get their working papers. So it's like a lot of us feel like, dang, we've been working all our freaking life, basically. And you get to the point where it's like, what am I doing? A lot of us have been in survival mode since we opened our eyes. We have been out here grinding, making magic happen. You know, a lot of us has been responsible for households before we even had a household of our own, especially if you're an older sibling. And I'm an older sister, just being the top dog in the house. Like, so it's like you have had responsibility before you should have had responsibility. And I want to say, because I was about to stutter, but because I know it's going to be a lot of older people like, oh, why, hear these millennials complaining. But even the older crowd are tired. Shoot, you got older people that have been responsible all their life, and now they done got to the point where a lot of them done work all these jobs, been there for umpteen years, and some of them not even going to see their pension. Some of them not even be able to experience retiring, because most of them end up passing away before they even get to retire. You know, it's really sad, because imagine working your whole life and you're stacking this money through Social Security, through your pension and all this and that. You know how many elders have passed before they were able to retire? Because they've been grinding and working so hard, never been able to go on vacation, never been able to take a break. Most of our elders have never called off. Like even my mom, she's from that generation. She's a Gen Xer. But one thing about my mom, this woman, when she's sick, she was going. She would collect sick days as if she's getting a reward for it. And I used to look at her like, Mom, like, you have sick days for when you're sick. Why are you not calling out while you're sick? Like, but a lot of these people, and we still have a lot of even millennials who think this way, where they don't want to call out, they want to be there, they want to do their job, and, you know, they sick, oh well, put a halve in their mouth, they drink their tea. But one thing about these jobs, when you pass away, they're going to list your job immediately. They might send flowers to the family out of respect. Some of them don't even do that no more. So I feel like it's just so important for us to prioritize our health overall. Yes, the bills need to be paid. They do, and they will get paid. But you know, when you are in the hospital, they're not getting paid. That story of Quita, I believe I said her name right, to me, it was just shook up my whole world, because it's just another realization of how you can hustle so hard, you can work so hard. And one thing about your body, if you don't sit down, your body will make you sit down. Your body will force you to sit down. And a lot of us have to be forced to sit down before we even take consideration to our own well-being, to our own health. A lot of us make sure that we're there for everybody. But God forbid we need to set an appointment for ourselves, or we need to check in with ourselves, we drag our feet. So I'm not going to hold y'all long, because y'all know I get long-winded. And it's a beautiful day, but I feel like a lot of us need to just learn how to just take a break and enjoy the day. Be present. Take a walk. You know, do 10-minute breaks, especially from the internet. Because one thing about the internet, you'll look at one story and your algorithm will show you every single other bad story. Mentally, that's overwhelming. Mentally, that is not healthy. Just to have so much access to just information overload. But also, we need to learn how to say no. That was another thing for me, being the person that was the go-to person for everybody and just wanting to be there and help people. But then it's like, dang, who gonna be there for me? And I got a kid too. Like, I gotta make sure I'm straight, because I got somebody I gotta take care of. It's like a lot of us want to pour from empty glasses, but whole time our glass ain't even full. It got a crack in it. And you wondering why you can't keep up with your own life, because you steady pouring the little bit you got in your crack cup. We have to check in with ourselves. And when it comes to this hustle mentality, you know, you got to do what works for you. Because you'll get on here and people telling you need to wake up at 3 a.m. because that's when your day starts. You need to jog in place. You need to, you know, dump cold water on your face and this is how you're productive. If you ain't doing what I'm doing, then you're not living a productive life. Listen, everything is not for everybody. We all have our own routine and rituals that are good for us individually that we need to tap in. The only way you're going to know what works for you is when you try things. You know, when you try things, when you do your homework. Like for me, I realize it's good for me to just take breaks sometimes. Sometimes I just need to sit and just stare into space, or just like I could sit in this park. Like I'm about to fall asleep because the air is blowing. It's beautiful. You inhaling the air. I wish I could, but my nose still stuffed up from these allergies. But you have to invest in yourself. And what I notice when it comes to a lot of burnt out people is we give so much to other people, but we neglect ourselves so easily. We'll be willing to jump at the blink of a, I was about to say a blink of a hat, at the snap of a finger for other people. But when it comes to us, we putting it to the side, putting it to the side, putting it to the side until you can't put it to the side no more. Now you in the hospital. So, in closing, your health is your wealth. Hustle, but take your rest and pour into yourself. You know, pour into yourself, pour into your talents, your gifts, and don't feel ashamed for just wanting to sleep in all day. And for some people, rest might not be sleeping. Rest might be just, you know, taking a break and just working on something that you're actually passionate about instead of putting all these hours into the system. You know, or being able to just walk around your neighborhood if you can, or go to the park and walk. Go to Target and walk. Go to Walmart, or sometimes, and you don't always got to buy anything, but sometimes you just got to get out the house just to walk around. Like they used to say, touch grass. But don't overwork yourself. Don't allow the world to dampen you, to blow out your flame, to blow out your fire. And as I said in my last video, a bad day is not a bad life. We all have bad days. We all have days where it's like, oh my gosh, when is it going to be over? But don't let that be a bad life. Don't allow that to make you view your life in a way that is not. Because if you're breathing, you're retrieving. I tried to breathe, but like I'm congested. But as always, thanks for tuning in. Leave me some thoughts in your comments. Let me know other ways that you try to deal with your burnout. If you've been burnout, what are some changes you had to make? For me personally, I ended up leaving a job or two because I just was like, this is not working for me. It's not working for my lifestyle. It's not giving me the type of leisure or, you know, stress-free life I want. Yes, I want to work. I'm not one of those people that just want to sit home all day. But what I'm not about to do is work a job and have nothing else to give or do with my life. So let me know some of the things that y'all had to do. What changes did y'all have to make? And as always, thanks for tuning in. I'll be back with another video. Y'all take care.